My favourite time of year? That would be winter just dipping into spring. Because I personally, I don't mind it when it's warm and sunny, it's nice, but I prefer it when it is cold, and I prefer snow-covered landscapes. I prefer the world covered in snow. But I like it when it's spring because you get a little bit more daytime to enjoy the snow, and you get more time to just be outside and do things. But you actually do get the particularly nice weather, the crispness of the air and the weather, which is quite enjoyable.
I actually heard most of them obviously homeless, but one guy died just when he came home from a night out because he was completely drunk. He fell asleep in the garden. Found him dead the next morning.
I would say that's probably natural selection working its way there. You can't work out that you shouldn't sleep in a frozen garden when you've got a warm house. I would say that's pretty much your own fault, and he might be on his way to a Darwin Award.
Zombie, that is not how you sit on a settee. And also get your feet off of the settee, put them down. Zombies these days.
Halloween. Well, that's not. Actually, yeah, it is a time of year, but not a season. So, I like summer, as long as it doesn't rain too much. This summer, right now, look at it, dull. It's pathetic.
Autumn. I like autumn because it's not quite cold, but it's not too hot either, so you can still go out in your t-shirts and like your skirts and things and not be cold, but it's not like red hot that you get loads of sunburn and sunstroke and stuff. And there's leaves on the floor that you can kick about and stuff and crunch. You know, when you stand on them and they crunch because they're all dry.
But Halloween. I like Halloween, even though that's in, yeah.
You don't even know when it is. Autumn.
Autumn, that's it. You know when the word just escapes?
Yeah.
You really use it a lot.
I like snow, but not when it's making it all icy and dangerous for me to ride my motorbike on.
Hot, but with a breeze, so it's not too cold, not too warm. So, yes.
Hello.
Miss DeNephew, I presume.
That's me.
I'm Dr. Yzarc, but you can call me Yvonne. Please, take a seat.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Don't call me Yvonne.
But
shall we get started?
Well, I don't really know where to start. I mean, everything just seemed to start turning into a great big mess when me and Pierre went on holiday. We went skiing and we were having a lovely time, and then we had a horrific car accident, and that was, well, that was the end of Pierre.
I thought he died in a car accident.
He was driving back from the ski lodge, and he had a car crash, and the ski went right through him.
And I slipped into a coma. I just cannot, I cannot for the life of me recall how I slipped into this coma or what happened, but so many years, so much time of my life just slipped by unnoticed then. And
Oh yeah, but she hardly remembers that. You can't say that's a bad thing. She wasn't there for any of that.
3 years of her life.
when I was back sort of in the land of the living, I came to live with Peter, Roy and his now strangely missing fiancée, and I found myself, you know, being forgotten that I even lived there. I'm right here. They'd all be sat saying, oh yes, us three, the Marensters, and then I'd just sort of walk in or be sat next to them and say, live here as well, you know. Don't forget me. And then there were all those times when I was trying my best to cope and I won the Nigerian lottery, and then Peter told me it wasn't real. So I didn't win the Nigerian lottery.
No, it's a scam to get you money.
And then I was smoking and drinking, and all that summer I was just, it's just a complete blur. You know, I can't even begin to piece together what was a day and what was a night, and then what was a day and what was a night. You know, it was all just one big smear.
You high?
Yeah, do you want some?
No thanks.
And then when I got my tax rebate, I was so happy. I thought things were finally starting to look up. And I had a heart attack. I don't know how. The doctors never found out why I just collapsed. And then it turned out that my medical bills cost me my tax rebate, Roy's and Peter's, and you know, it just seems like I'm such this huge burden on everybody, and I guess everything's just been so messed up. I just needed to find a way of trying to get out of it, and I suppose this leads me to why I'm talking to you now. So, Doc, what's your diagnosis? Am I crazy?
I wouldn't know, I haven't been listening.
But I thought you were taking notes.
Actually, it's a picture of a pineapple. But we're not going to get started. We're not going to get anywhere if you don't trust me.
But I do trust you. Is there any reason why I shouldn't trust you?
You're starting to sound paranoid.
Paranoid? What makes you think I'm paranoid? What? Is there a reason I shouldn't trust you?
Now, Denise, I want you to relax. I need you to relax. You're getting worked up over nothing. Just stay calm. Now, I don't want you to panic, but I think there's somebody behind you. Paranoia? Check. What's my favourite time of year? Autumn. Why? You didn't ask me why. You just said, what's my favourite?
Well, that's the follow-up question. That's how it works in an interview, you see.
Yeah, but you didn't say it, did you?
Well, that's why he was waiting until you'd given your answer.
I did give my answer.
No, he waited until you'd given it to then ask the follow-up question.
Does he have to be here?